Somebody is good now. We're setting a schedule. Hey guys, if you are online, say hello. Hello. I see some people have been waiting. Welcome to Obodo Oyinbo Christmas Live Day 13. Da, 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 da. Guys, I need you guys to praise me. Say hello if you're online. Let me know. Who is here? Anybody home? Oh, baby Frost. Yeah, you are here. Keeping it real. Jenny, baby. How are you? Oh, okay. People have started giving opinion already. Don't taste, oh. It's a sin before God. Angie, how are you, darling? Lovely to see you. Tiana, Eminike, my favorite person, Eminike. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you. Mary Chooks. Oh, Ade, hi. Nice to see you on my live video. I've never seen you here. Hello, how are you? How's your family? Balaji, hi. Feiwa. Hello, Rachel. South City. Right, before I jump into the video, into this live tonight, I'm just gonna put a disclaimer out there. Yeah, because I know some of our people, you know how we are. Very, very judgmental and quick to I'm quick to shoot the messenger. I am just the messenger. That was not my statement. It was not my statement. It was something I was trending on Twitter a couple of days ago, and I decided as a good topic because majority or a large chunk of my subscribers are not married yet. So I decided to bring this topic to YouTube so we can talk about it. So guys, I want you to have an open mind, please. No judgment and no insults, no name calling. Let's just have an open mind and discuss it as adults. Yeah, I'm fine, Emenike, my darling. Let's just discuss this as adults. Yeah. So what's the topic? The topic is somebody on Twitter who is called June said on Twitter a couple of days ago, if you are going to get married, you better taste it before you get married. Because, thank you, Chukwuemeka, Kedu. Let me start again. So this is the subject that we are discussing. We are talking about Kerewa. It's Kerewa I want to talk about. I believe we are all adults because my content is not made for children. So please have an open mind and try not to be judgmental. I want us to discuss it because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, people will do what they want to do as adults. We don't have control over what other people do. You can only speak for yourself. You can't speak for someone else. Now, what did she say? June said on Twitter, she said, if you're going to get married, you better taste it before you get married. Taste, taste the cookie before you get married. Because once you get married and the sex is crap, there is no going back. That would mean that you'll be having crap kerewa for the rest of your life. I'm using kerewa to swap because I know people will start asking me, what is kerewa? What is kerewa? Kerewa just simply means sex. That's what it means. We are not allowed to use that word on YouTube because of their guidelines. Apparently, everything on the YouTube has to be family related now, family friendly now. So some words you use will just flag your video. So she's saying that it is better for you to taste it before you get married, because if you get married and it is not good or it is not what you desire, then you are going to be stuck with it for life and you might not be happy. So this is the topic for discussion. What do you guys think? Before I say anything, I want you guys to tell me what you think. What do you think about this? Should you or should you not? Talking from, religious point of view as Christians, if you're a Christian, and traditional point of view as Africans, or cultural point of view, how do you see it? This is what this person is saying. I want to hear from you guys. Fastest finger, who is typing? People are not typing, no. Ijoma, fastest fingers, what do you think? But I just say, apparently, testing the cookie forms part of the courting. I know most men will agree with this. I know that for sure. Most men. Balaji, I'm not surprised because some of you guys, if she doesn't give it up, sometimes some of you will even run. You will run. You're not going to progress with that dating. Frank said, in my opinion, I will test the food. Okay, are you male or female, Frank? I don't think I've seen that name before. I know some of my regular subscribers. Angela, yes, I know Angela. I personally don't agree with. Okay, outside of marriage. However, make sure you can have an, especially if it's older because of dysfunction. Okay, to make sure that it is the equipment is working, is functioning. Yeah, because I agree with you, Angela, because we know of some cases whereby some men, not even older men or men who are, aged, just regular young guys who have some maybe medical issues that have led to it, but they keep quiet and they will hide it until they get married. We've seen things like that before. They will not marry and be doing Christian dating, which is not, there's nothing wrong in it. If you're a Christian and you're giving your life for Christ, this is what you're supposed to. You're supposed to abstain. Abstinence is the key word, even though we know that even some pastors do not abstain, they do it. And that's why I'm saying that we don't want any judgment. I want people to be very, very free. Yeah, I want people to be free to express what they think about this topic. Emenike says, religious aspect, it pays to wait, but it's really good to test before getting married, though. I don't want to ask the married people how many of you tested. Somebody maybe said no testing. Jasmine said it is better to test first. Yeah, Bolaji, I know you are being frank. It's true. I'm doing well, Julia. It's better to try it before marriage, Viva has said. Yeah. Okay. Frank, you're a man. Okay, I see. Sound City said, this is a lifelong commitment. Why would you buy a car without trying? This is an argument that men always make. Will you buy a house or land without seeing it? And why would a man do it without trying first? So you think it's like buying a house or buying a car? Well. Yeah, I'm not going to hold you up to that. That's your opinion, and that's all right. It's valid. Hydrogen, chlorine. The names that people be on YouTube, Hydrogen say it's good to test the cookie before taking it home. Okay. Pillar Prime said, please do well before marrying. Knock well, low. I knew this was going to be funny. I'm going to laugh tired today. See comment. Knock well. Okay, let me take it back so I can read it. A choir member married a man because of waiting after marriage, only to discover that the guy was gay. You see, that's another dimension again, no? That's another dimension that we need to critically examine, because apparently, you know what? Pillar Prime, that's a very, very, very common thing these days. It's very, 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 it's more common than you know, because people like to hide. You know, back in Africa, especially Nigeria, let's talk about Nigeria. Men will know, a guy will know definitely that he's not attracted to women. But because of the society and because it's frowned on, they will go and marry. When they marry, then the wife will now discover things that she never knew. Our people know how to pretend. So I think that's a very, very good point. It is better to say to avoid regrets down the line, Frank. It's the men that are talking. Where are all my ladies? All the ladies. Let's hear from you. Janet says, hello, host and everyone. You're welcome, Sister Janet. I would like to confirm that the thing is working and the size is what I want, because I wouldn't want to end up with toothpick. Oh my God. Ijoma, you are savage. Angela said that's fraud. I think she should file a lawsuit. You don't know. In Nigeria, people are not quick to file a lawsuit over anything like that. It's not in the US, my dear. The laws, the rules and regulation in that part of the world is kind of different. Jasmine said, I tested my husband before marrying him. I don't want to get married and find out that the machine is not functioning. You don't want a broken machine. So, continuing that story about the guy who is in the church that the choir mistress married, Pilar said the guy hid it for years. He did not touch the woman. In some cases, the man or woman are maybe bisexual, but because not well. Simon said, we always remember that marriage is not a do or die affair. Do or die affair nowadays. If I discover the thing is not working after marriage, then I'll surely walk away from it. Then I say I'm for testing before buying a bag. I don't want to come and be dealing with dead cucumber after marriage. Common sense, how are you? Lovely to see you. Okay, all the single ladies, are you going to test before marriage or not to test? What is your verdict? I want people to give me their opinion. You have to choose a side. I am told to say I personally tried before marriage. Make sure everything is intact. Size, effectiveness, and timing. Machine must be effective. You are a very calculated person. I can tell the way you analyze it. You say size, effectiveness, timing. Oshekoko, they are all coco. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a good time tonight. Oh dear. I agree with you. Testing an older man before considering getting to marry them does not determine fertility, because younger men can be fertile as well. That's what I said. It's not even older men alone. It's not older men alone. Some younger men too have some, some erectile issues. Let's put it that way. Because we're not talking about fertility now. That one is a different ballgame altogether. We're not talking about whether, they can produce a baby or not. We are talking about the main action now, for married couples. Would you try, like somebody said, they want to try the effectiveness, they want to try the size, they want to try the timing. That's a very, very determined lady. Jenna say, I'm happy that women are now speaking up. Many suffered in silence. My dear, we need to speak up. Oh, I've gone at the days. Oh, Pilar said, I'm a single female. I will do and do before I marry. I beg, I can't shout. You're putting your own out there. Are you not a Christian? You came here to gather wisdom and to gather common sense all the way from experience Obodo Oyinbo family. You are going to get some serious wisdom tonight. We are asking single people if they should or if they would consider doing. As you know, we are very religious people. We are Christians. And the Bible says to shun, fornication. And if you do without being in a committed marriage, it's fornication, biblically. So you are not allowed to test the cookies before you get married. So the question was on Twitter a couple of days ago, and it was a huge discussion that people were saying, you shouldn't test, you should test. And one lady said that they didn't test, and they are glad they didn't test. That the reason why ladies complain is because they've been testing. I can't say this without laughing, guys. I'm not fine. I'm sorry. They say it's because you ladies have been testing before you now settle for one. That's why you have something to compare with. So this lady is saying it's because she didn't test. That's why the first one that she ate, she was okay with it, because she doesn't have any other reference. You get what I mean? Kelly said testing before marriage doesn't guarantee sustainability in marriage. Christianity advocates abstinence. Finally, if it's two, finally, it's down to the two personality involved and their beliefs. Personally, you will wait. Okay. We are not saying that is what is going to guarantee marriage here. Don't forget, it's not only about the kerewa that determines the success of a marriage, but it is a very, very important part. Very, 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 I cannot overemphasize. For me, personally, I would say that three. I narrowed it down to three things that are cocoa. When Nigerians say cocoa, it means crucial. It means it's really, really important. It means it's really, really important. Common sense is I say, with the rate at which people are hiding their sexuality these days, it is very, very important. Person get to shine your eye well, low. Coco Mama is here. Coco Mama di Colo. Yeah. Even abstinence does not guarantee. So like I was saying, three things that I have narrowed in my own personal opinion that are really, really crucial to a successful marriage would be, number one would be money. There's no romance without finance. I don't care how much you love her or how much she loves you. At some point, if both of you are broke and there's no money to oil it, You know, love is sweet. Even Davido said it, say love is sweet though. When money enter, love is sweet. So when there's no money to oil it, it's wahala. So that money, get that money. Guys, get that money. So you need the money to oil it. You need cash to oil it to make the romance sweet. You can't do romantic dinners, getaway, you know, going on trips, you know, taking her to go to the movies or taking her, you know, to go and stay excited. You can't live life and really enjoy life without money. So that one, I don't care people that say they date for love. Let me tell you something. If you date for love and you say money is not important, when poverty knock you, your eye go open. Love is no longer blind. Love is no longer blind. So money is very, very important in relationship. Obviously, you need to be able to, you know, look after her. And then number two, my own opinion about what is really important in marriage, apart from money, is kerewa. Kerewa is very important. Let me tell you something. A lot of women in Nigeria are cheating these days. Not only in Nigeria, even. A lot of women are having extramarital affairs. I say Nigeria because it's Nigeria you see billionaires and millionaires. Not that people are not rich over here, but the kind of money that some people have in Nigeria, and the kind of money where they give us a headache. Like some serious millionaires, and their wives will still be having affairs. Why? It's because of career. Wow, let me tell you something. Gentlemen, I don't know how many brothers we have right now. I've got about 131 people online. Brothers, that is really, really important. You have to take care of business. If you're giving her every other thing and the career is poor, at some point, she might stay, but she's going to cheat. She will go out and go and knock gate man. She will go out and knock a driver. She will knock somebody. Kerewa is very, very important. So that's number two. I'm not saying everybody is doing it, obviously. Some women are okay. Some women are not even interested in kerewa, to be honest. You know, so it depends on the individual. I'm not generalizing to say this is applicable to everybody. It depends on the person's drive, their sexual drive. Some women have really, really high, like, I know some women like that, you know, this thing is a do or die for them. They don't care. They don't care. They are constantly thinking about it. They want it, you know. So it depends on the drive. And I feel like the compatibility comes in there, whereby if the her drive is very high there, and the brother own is down like that, like he's like a 2 seconds man, and he doesn't care, he just rolls over and sleep, then there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. There needs to be a compatibility in that aspect, because it's not only compatibility in character, in beliefs, in morals, and, you know, in your standards and, you know, life generally. There needs to be compatibility in the cookies angle, because it is very, very important that. And if, on the other hand too, I'm going to come to your comments, Manuel. I can see you're quoting Bible there. Yeah, marriage is honorable and the marriage bed undefiled. Hebrews, yes. I agree with you. This is what the Bible says, but we are talking reality. I'm trying to be as real as possible, because we all know the Bible verses that say we shouldn't do it. We all know it's a sin. But in reality, how many people are following that Bible verse that you are saying? So I'm trying to be as real as possible on this video. Now, on the other hand, this is where I see if the men naturally have, you know, higher sexual drives, especially younger men that they're in their 30s, you know, 30s, maybe 40s. If the man has a very high drive and the woman is this kind of Sister Clara that just wants, you don't just want missionary. You just want missionary. Because of women, if you try any other style with them apart from missionary, you're in trouble. They will say, Holy Ghost fire, I bind you. I bind you. They will say it's a sin. See, this thing is important. So I'm telling you guys, for those of you who are not married, listen carefully. Don't be over religious about it. I'm not saying go and do, but make sure that there's going to be that compatibility, because especially for guys, and that's why some men, the only reason why they cheat is because their wives don't allow them. There are some women who actually believe, you know, all this all these over religious doctrinal people that always believe everything that, you know, we have to live like the Israelites. Some women actually believe that the only time they want to have relations with their husband is only when they want to make babies. They don't like it because they feel it's a sin. But we all know it's not a sin when you are in a marriage relationship. This is what God has given to us. But some people don't have time. Okay, I know of a situation whereby it's not like the woman thinks it's a sin, but she's never home. She's never there. She's always traveling for Christian program. One day she's in redemption camp. The next day she's in Shiloh. The next day she's in another church camp. One program or the other, one retreat or the other. So he's never home. His husband, the husband never see this woman. All she does is work, church program, work, church program. Even the children, the husband, she does not have time. So, well, the man, you took that as an excuse, of course, to go and get a girlfriend. Because he has needs. I'm not justifying it that he should do it, but it has led to why a lot of men have girlfriends. Because they have really, really high needs, and the woman is just not, she's not interested. She doesn't want it. And one thing I found is that women who have experienced some sort of, you know, some sort of I don't know how to put it. How am I going to put it here now that it's not going to be a problem? If you've had any kind of, you know what happened to Busola, if you had any kind of problem like that with men at a younger age, it kind of affects women when they're, especially if they've not dealt with it, they've not had counseling. Yeah, trauma. Yeah, thank you, my darlings. If you have some kind of trauma or somebody has abused you, you know, at a younger age, it can affect you. Yeah, that goes two ways. It's either she becomes very promiscuous and she's sleeping with anything on pants and on trousers and on knickers, or she just withdraws from kerewa completely. She's not interested anymore. Even if she gets married, and you know, people know how to keep secrets. If a woman like that goes to get married and she doesn't deal with the trauma that comes with that, you know, experience she had at a younger age, then she becomes frigid. I've done a video about it here. If you go through my video from 2 years ago, you will see where this man was saying to me, Auntie B, please help me. I love my wife. I don't want to go out there, but my wife is frigid. She's not interested. She's not interested. It's like when I touch her and she'll call her like this as if, I beg, no touch me, or Benny, what do you want? You understand? The only thing she's married to the children. It's like she's married. The only thing she wanted in the marriage was the children. Now that she's got the children, it's like all her life is around the children. She doesn't want anything to do with the man. It's not the man, but it's because of the bad experience she's had in the past. So I said to him, I said, you need to tell her, take her to counseling, let her deal with that issue of an abuse that happened in her life when she was younger, so that she can begin to see. Because when she's seeing the man, she's seeing him as someone that reminds her of that experience, and it wasn't very good experience. You know, it wasn't a very, very good experience. So Manuel, I said I don't want anybody to be judgmental. Don't let me sit you out. I can sit you out because now you're going to make people uncomfortable with your. Don't forget, it's not everybody that is a Christian here. I don't like your comments. Yeah, I know you are religious. Well, nobody's asking anybody to do anything. That's why I put it there at the beginning that I don't want anybody to be judgmental. Now you are beginning to be judgmental and you're going to make people feel uncomfortable. I'll sit you out if you don't stop those comments, please. Let people be free to express themselves. Don't try to bully anybody with your Bible verse there. We are all Christians, okay? Please. I'm talking about real life experiences here. You know, it's not enough for you to just say that I'm be quoting Bible. Not only you know Bible. Some people are not Christians. Exactly. You see, Frank is not a Christian. So don't be quoting all those Bible verses and be saying sin is sin. Who doesn't know what is sin? But the problem I have with some Christians is that you only think that is this one I sin. It's not only the thing that I sin. It's not only kerewa that I sin. Other things are sin. There are so many other things that I sin. You always think it's only when somebody is doing kerewa that I sin. It's not only adultery and fornication that I sin. You go and read the 10 commandments. Sin plenty. Even you passing judgment is sin. When you judge somebody else, say judge not, so that you will not be judged. I don't like it, please. Don't let me sit you out. I can't. I can send you to the naughty corner. Right. You don't make me lose my flow now, you see? That's a sin. What was I saying? You see, Simon is a Muslim. You see? That's what I'm saying. We have to respect this platform, respect the forum. We have a number of people online. Everybody is putting their opinion. Don't bring your religiosity into it, I beg. I don't like it. Some people are not Christians, and I respect your religious belief, whether you are Muslim, Christian, whatever you are, you're a Buddhist, It's okay. To your tent, O Israel. There's freedom of religion on my platform. So what was I saying? I was saying that there is need for compatibility in that aspect in marriage. Right. And I gave an example of a woman who was frigid and the husband was crying out to say that, this is just too much, that he cannot take it anymore. So that's the importance of kerewa. Is very, very important in marriage, because if one person is not getting it, it's going to affect. Let's say, as money is oiling the relationship, kerewa is the conditioner. Money is the shampoo, kerewa is the conditioner. When you go to the hairdresser to go and make your hair, yeah, they will put shampoo to wash all the dirt in your hair away. Then they will put conditioner so that the thing will sit nicely and your hair will be soft. It will be bright and shiny. That is what kerewa is. Kerewa, will allow everything to just, it will flow. Let me tell you something. For those who are not married, it is very, very important that you ask some certain questions. Because somebody has given an example here, and said in church that a brother was deceptive. He was not interested in women. The brother is gay. He was hiding it and he went to marry choir mistress. Okay, what do you want choir mistress to do now? What do you want the choir mistress to do now? How will choir mistress go and tell pastor now to open mouth to say, my husband is not interested in me? When they are married, they were doing abstinence, so that's why she didn't know. If they were not doing abstinence, she would have known, because they would have, experimented. But then again, even if you are abstaining, and this is why some people have said that even if you are abstaining, it is better you see that the thing is working. Maybe you make out so that you can see the reaction, whether the brother will, whether the banana will respond. Whether it will respond, because if it doesn't respond after much persuasion, then sister, run for your life. I don't care how nice he is or how Holy Ghost fire he is. So at the end of the day, this is your life. Is what you can live with. Are you sure you are going to be able to live like somebody that you stay in a marriage and then there's nothing for you in terms of having kerewa? Then to even to have a child now will be problem. How are you going to conceive? Or maybe he will force himself to do it. Oh, you will not divorce. Common sense, sister, she will not divorce because she's a Christian. The pastor will say God hates divorce. You understand? The only grounds for which Bible allows divorce is adultery. And don't forget brother Jesse. Let's call him brother Jesse. Brother Jesse has not cheated though. He's just not attracted to women. And there are a lot of them in the church. A lot of them. You know what? What I'm finding out recently is that a lot of people are actually using religion as a cover up. So many people are just using religion to cover up for other things. They will use it to cover up so that the real thing, which they know the society will frown upon, will not come out. Kerewa is, somebody should help me tell her what kerewa is. I've already explained it. I knew somebody would still come and ask. It's having relations. Yeah. Should you test the cookie? Would you test the cookie? As a Christian, should you be testing the cookie before marriage? So I've given 2 points what I think that marriage needs. I said the first one was money. Fundamental one is money. I said that's the shampoo. And I said the conditioner. I said the conditioner is kerewa. The third one is communication, in my own opinion. So communication will be like the mousse. Mousse. I don't know what brought my head to all this hairdressing language this evening, but I feel like you guys get me. You get me. You get what I'm saying? So, communication. This is how you don't hold face. You just eye each other. They will just give each other bad eye. The energy will be thick, very thick. Or you'll be shouting. You'll be shouting at each other. Communication. How do you communicate? Are you able to talk to one another? Is it somebody? Now, women are quite good with communication. Although sometimes when we are angry, we can shout. When we're upset, they shout. But I think women have a better, grip on communication than men. Some African men, they don't know how to communicate. Once they're upset, they just check out. They keep quiet. They will not talk. They will just check out. I don't turn interest. I see me see trouble. I go put saloon. When I come patronize, God knows I love her. So, so communication is the mousse. So we have the shampoo, we have the conditioner, and we have the mousse. Those three, very, very crucial. Look, ladies, guys, all of you that are still fortunate enough to be single, I say you are fortunate because you've not made the wrong choice. There are so many people that make wrong choices and they are stuck. If you are single, celebrate yourself. Be very, very happy that you've not fallen into the wrong hands yet. If you are still single, you are fortunate to be single, then these three things will help you. Is it somebody that you and them will sit down and go just they look each other? You say, okay, what should we talk about? Okay, Donald Trump. Let's talk about Donald Trump. Now talk about Donald Trump. So nothing to talk about again. But the real things about your relationship, like if, for instance, there's an issue, common sense, you guys are so smart. It's effective communication. That's what it is called. It's effective. Being effective means that you are able to discuss things, analyze it. If one person, needs to apologize, if one person needs to say, okay, I take that on board, giving feedback. Okay, this is what you did today. I didn't like what you did today. You helped me with what you said today. I don't like it. Can you stop? Can you not say that again? This is the way I feel about it. And the other person is saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It came out the wrong way. I'm going to take it on board. I apologize. I won't do that again. Now, don't solve that problem. You see how easy it is? You solve the problem. Boom, you move on. At least the other person now knows that if I say this thing next time, my husband or wife is not going to be happy about it. So that is effective communication. Common sense, sister. God bless you for reminding me of that word. Effective. Because anybody can communicate. We can be sitting here, we'll just be communicating. You'll be talking about Buhari. Me, I will be talking about I'll be talking about hairdressing. Like you can see all the jargons I'm using this evening. Now I'm talking about conditioner, shampoo, styling mousse, but it doesn't rhyme. It doesn't sit together because you are going this way, I'm going this way. It has to be effective because I am giving you feedback and you are giving me a response. I'm telling you this is the way I feel about a certain situation and you are telling me back, okay, I hear you. I've heard you. Okay, this is how we are going to progress going forward. And we agree. Shikena. It's very, very easy to resolve conflict. If people know how to communicate, it's very, very easy. Very, very easy. And it is easier you deal with it. When you deal with it quickly, it's better. Instead of allowing it to drag, because once it drags, then other things, that's when I will not remember. This is what you did 10 years ago. It's the same thing you did 5 years ago. It's the same thing. Some people say, keep record. Now women say, do that thing. We say, keep record. But Bible says that love does not, it doesn't take account of wrongdoings. If you love someone, you're not supposed to be keeping record for them. You have a spreadsheet of wrongdoing. Okay. This also day and so time. This is what they did. Then you now file it and keep. You might not write it down, but some people record it in their hearts. No, I don't think that's important. Are you enjoying the gist so far? Give the video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Oh dear. I'm gonna say most men do not know how to communicate, depending on their upbringing. Yeah, if you want to see men communicate, if they love sports, come and see. If you think your guy, your boyfriend, or the man that you are with cannot communicate, come and bring what he's interested in, and that is sports. Most men are interested in sports like football. Have you ever been to maybe a bar where they are playing football? You see men, the way they if they start to analyze Arsenal and Man United, from now till next year, they will be talking about the season, how Ronaldo played, how this person played, they will talk. You understand? But when it comes to relationship, I feel like it's kind of difficult for some people. It's difficult for them to express themselves when it comes to relationship. Yeah, but you can learn as well. You can learn. And I feel like if one person is struggling with communication, the other person can also support them. by creating an enabling environment and helping them, you know. There's something in my profession they call, prompting somebody, doing everything you can to prompt somebody to be able to do something. So there's a way is knowing, basically knowing different communication styles, not just saying, how are you? Fine. What do you do today? Nothing. That one is just, you're shutting it down, you're just closing it. But if you say something like, tell me about your day, you see how it changes the dynamics. Yeah, instead of saying, how was your day? And the person will just say, fine. If you say, tell me about your day, that's like an open question. So the person can now explore and say different, oh, I went to so place today, I saw so person today, I spoke to so person today, So it's basically learning those skills. Yeah, being non-judgmental. Yeah, thank you. The environment to understand and speak. Listening is another skill that is very, very important. Open-ended questions. Yeah, being non-judgmental. Hugs and kisses. Oh, Balaji. There's a brother here that likes hugs and kisses. So, okay, let's add it to our list. So the list is growing. So we have money, finance, we have kerewa, good kerewa, we have communication, and when we have being affectionate. Balaji, this is in your court. That most women are affectionate, not all of them. Some women are they will frown at affection. I feel like that's why we have to raise our children separate. We have to raise them differently now. The way I'm raising my children, I am so proud of it, and I'm telling everybody, I'm not the best parent though. I have my faults because I'm not very good at discipline. That's my own fault. I know that. I don't know how to discipline. I know Sabi beat. I know Sabi, I spoil children. That's my fault. I know that. But when it comes to being affectionate, hey, you cannot beat me to it. I feel like when boys grow up learning to be affectionate, they will be affectionate when they are men. Do you agree with me that when boys grow up being hugged and kissed, saying I love you, some African men can never say I love you? What if you tell your husband, you say I love you, you say thank you? Oh, you're gonna be like, when you carry something to hit your head. You gonna say I love you, you gonna say thank you. Thank you, really? So yeah, talking seriously, we need to raise our boys differently. I'm telling you, because the whole generation of boys that were not hugged, so many boys were not hugged and kissed, or even told by their parents that they love them. So it's difficult for them to say those words. But when you are raising your children now, you hug every day, hugs. If my child will come in here now and just walk around here, in the morning, the first thing he would do, and they are so used to it that if they grow up with it, you start doing it from birth. By the time they are teenagers or adults, it's natural to them. They will just enter the house. Even if I'm in my room, they will run to the room. So like Toby that is so affectionate. He will first lie on me for the next 10. I will be saying, please, can you move? You are too heavy. Your strength is too much for me. So it's good to be affectionate. It's a form of expressing your love. Everybody likes receiving hugs and kisses. Hugging. You know who I saw? I don't know whether you guys saw that. There is a service, I think it was in New Zealand or Australia, where you pay somebody so that they will be, what was that thing they said they were doing? Hugging. Just for them to come and hug you. It's a service that they provide. So you just go there and they will hold you, they will hug you, and they will just keep hugging you and say, hey. It gives an emotional satisfaction. So it's very, very important. So some people, some men have never been hugged before. They can never hug anybody. Even if you want to try and hug them, say it can be so awkward. Is it in Japan? Okay, it's Japan. No, the video I saw, those people were white people. I saw a video where those people were white people. Anyway, the point is we're talking about kerewa. And for those of you who came late, I'm going to read it one last time. We've done 39 minutes. Okay, we're good on time. So the statement is, somebody wrote on Twitter and said, if you are going to get married, you better test it before you get married, because once you get married and the sex is crap, there is no going back. That will mean that you will be having crap kerewa for the rest of your life. So the question I was asking you, my lovely audience, is to taste or not to taste. Should you taste or should you not taste? Somebody was saying something about their dad. Let me go back and see if I can see it. Janet, yeah, anybody can teach anybody how to kiss. Some people don't know how to kiss. So it's not only men. Some women don't know how to kiss too. Yeah, some people believe that kissing is just sticking your tongue into somebody else's mouth. They want to choke you with their tongue. You have to carry tongue inside your mouth. It's an art. It's a skill. I'm looking for a statement where somebody was saying something about their dad. I think it's something about hugging. I can't see it. So this kissing thing, kissing is a skill. If we want to talk about kissing, it's a skill that you have to learn. And it's not everybody know how to do it. It's not just carrying your mouth and choking your mouth into somebody else's mouth that is kissing. It's a skill that you have to learn. I'm sure there are some videos out there that you can watch. Or if you observe people doing it, because most people learn by observation. So if you observe people doing it, maybe you see somebody, starting from here. Women, they like that one. I saw one video on Instagram a couple of days ago where a couple were getting married. Young people, beautiful black couple. And when they were going to do their dancing, and the guy started kissing her. Come and see, not be small show. He started from here. He kissed here. By the time he got to this place there, come and see the girl. In my mind, I say, hey, this girl, she's melting where she is. So he took it like this all the way, like this, kissing her like this. Boy finally go, oh my God. As in my mind, I say, this guy, na shawo. Na shawo. This one, na shawo. Yes, it's a prelude. Good prelude, yeah. What about people? Some people don't even engage in it at all. Okay, somebody said, Marily say, as a child of God, I don't think it's right to taste before marriage. Just like it as you see it, and believe God that everything will be fine. Well, that is your opinion, and it is valid. Clara said, with everything that is going on now, it is better to taste. There should be a way to find out before you say, I do. That is the opinion of a lot of people. Rachel said, let me see what Rachel said. Should women be given transport fare and money for hair and salute by boyfriend? Who should pay on dates? Well, if the man asks you out, he should pay. But for hair and makeup, I don't know. It depends on the women. Are we talking about university students, or I don't know? Depends. If the woman is independent, she's a grown woman, then she doesn't need any man to give her money for hair and makeup and all that. She'll be able to afford it. And it depends on the environment as well. If it's here, it's different. So that question, Rachel, I feel is a very broad question. Where are you? Are you in the US or you're in Nigeria? If it's Nigeria, that's a different, you cannot compare relationship in Nigeria and relationship in the abroad, because in Nigeria, men are expected to fund the relationship. From the day you meet her, you're the one that, you start sending her a recharge card, you start paying for, even big girls like, that doing celebrities like, people like, what's her name? What was this girl's name? That wrote a book, Toke. Will tell you that you have to buy bone straight hair, which is, she showed a picture of where a man bought her bone straight hair for 1 point something million. So it depends. Can the guy afford it? It depends on who you are dating, because some people, they date people who can afford those things. But I don't think it should be, it depends on the environment. And so I can't really answer and say a man should pay. If it's this Obodo, like in this UK that I know, it will be hard though. But if he takes you out on the dates, I think the decent thing is for him to pay. If he doesn't pay and he splits the bill with you, then that's another different conversation. Somebody said it is better to meet someone outside church. They are more open and less prepared. I'm personally scared of Christian brothers. I don't want to see flames in my... I thought Christian brothers are the best. Why are you afraid? I think this is the comment I was looking for. Brand new. She said, my dad is a core Nigerian man, but he's so affectionate towards my mom. But she laughs at or frowns. What is this? So I saw my dad do romantic gesture. Okay, so he's romantic. Oh, that's good. That's a very rare African man, no? I don't know. I think it's a cultural thing. For Africans, especially Nigerians generally, a public display of affection is something that's just not in our culture. You know, to be hugging and kissing in public. Even at home, the only time you're allowed to hug or to kiss or is when you want to carry one. Most of us grew up without ever seeing our parents touching. I never ever saw my dad even hold my mother's hand. I have a picture of my dad and my mom. Whenever I look at it, I just laugh. If you see their body language, the way they are standing, you think they don't know each other. My dad was standing like this, my mom was standing like this, and they're supposed to be taking a couple's picture. It was so funny. When I look at it, I just laugh. So it was just something that, I don't know. It's not something that is that it's changing now, though. We're talking about 3 generations ago. But now, the young men of Nigeria now, if you are a youth, you are in your 20s and your 30s now, haba. You cannot be behaving like that now. It's different now. There is public show, there's plenty of affection, kissing, holding hands, you know, even though the weather is very hot. It's so, I think women like these things. When you hold someone's hand when you are walking, for instance, you see a lot of Oyinbo people do that. You know, you see very elderly Oyinbo people in their 80s, 70s, and they're having a walk on a nice, you know, spring day. They will hold each other's hand. You will just stand and be looking and say, oh God, see love at this age. Me, if I'm walking with my husband, it will be 10 miles ahead of me. I'll be running to catch up with him. Truth. He will not even walk. We will not even be on the same we will not even be on the same. He's always running. We will be and he'll say, wait. I'll be running to catch up. Is this somebody that is running ahead of you that you go to hold hand with? So, my dear. Okay. You remember your dad used to kiss your mom even in public if they haven't seen each other for hours. So a friend of ours asked why should they kiss in public? I'm sure people will frown at it. Some people can change, but some people don't even see any reason why they should. You understand? Some people are just not affectionate and they don't want to learn. But what I found is that a lot of women like men who are affectionate. Affection is an expression of love. So you cannot tell me that you love me. You never tell me you love me. You don't say it because our parents will tell you that. The way you know that most parents in Nigeria will tell you that. What kind of love are you looking for? Don't you have food to eat? Don't you have clothes on your back? Don't I pay your school fees? So we're talking about parental love now to their children, not husband and wife. But growing up in Nigeria at that time in the 80s, I don't think I ever saw anyone. My parents, my friends' parents, I didn't see any form of, couples being affectionate to one another. The highest affection they can show each other is the so and co. Who remember co, where your papa and your mama also the same clothes? That is how we show love. Oh, very stiff. Angela, yeah. She said 3 or 4 generations ago, the society here in the US was like that, stiff and uptight about affection. But they had more children. You see, that's the funny thing about being stiff and upright. But every day you people are doing kerewa. Muchini said, I am a Kenya. Your affection is too much. You think you picked it from Spanish. Oh, you hugged your big brother in an airport in Kenya and he was very uncomfortable. Of course, hug it. We don't hug, we don't hug at all. No, we don't hug, but hugging is good. I love hugging. For you to be affectionate in Kenya, people will look at you weirdly. It's the same thing with Nigeria. They'll feel uncomfortable. They'll tell you, get a room. You never saw any affection growing up in the 80s as well, Balaji. Okay. I thought I was the only one. So that's why you need to know each other's love language. It's not everybody that knows what love language even is. Some, you see, this is why the way I see it, guys. Let's be real. This is the way I see it. The light here, the heat is generating. It's too much. Right. The way I see it is that some of us, we did not. Our parents didn't hug us, but we read Miss and Boom. And we read some Jackie Collins and some, romantic novels, and we now know that, okay, hugging is good. Okay, when we became teenagers or young adults and we started dating, we now saw that, okay, it's really good to hug. Then we learned it. Now, as adults, as married people, we're experimenting with it, and we are doing it. We're teaching our children how to hug. But some people don't like to learn. No matter how long they stay in this part of Obodo, they will never learn. They are stuck in their ways. You understand? It makes them feel very uncomfortable. But being affectionate is very, very good. Mills and Boom, I read so many of them when I was a kid. Yeah, but you know the people that are affectionate? Arab people. Arab people are so affectionate. Have you seen them greeting? Even men, when they greet, they always, there's a peck here, there's a kiss on the cheek. Arab people are very, very affectionate. They always hug, and they always, because they have very close knit, brotherhood and sisterhood and, family. So when they greet, an Arab man wants to greet an Arab man, they don't shake hands. They always hug. I think they are very, very affectionate people. But Africans are not, that is not what we are known for, sadly. But I think it should change. Yeah. I think we should change. Yeah. Oyinbo people are they are affectionate generally. If you come to this part of the world, the first time you come here and you go and buy meat, or you go to the corner shop and somebody is saying, hello, darling, they are calling you sweetheart, they are calling you, oh, love, or honey, love. Everybody is calling you love. Why are they calling me love? I don't know you now. Why are you calling me love? But as you get on with it, the longer you stay in this part of the world, like in the UK, everybody calls everybody love. So if you go to the store, and somebody will say, oh, you're right there, love. You're right there, love. Women will say it to you, men will say it to you. It's just a culture. You understand? But when you come here, it's a cultural shock for you, somebody you don't know will be calling you, love. So one day I was on the phone and I went to a meat shop, and I was talking to a friend in Nigeria, and the guy that was selling me the meat was like, oh, is this what you want, love? And my friend overheard it on the phone. She was like, who is that person calling you love then? How are they calling you love? I laughed. I almost fainted. I said, no, it's not a big thing. It's just a way of they talk. They don't know your name, and they want to be nice to you as a customer, so you come back. So I said, no, it's not a big deal, because to her, she was shocked. Somebody selling meat is calling you love? Why are they calling you love? The highest word of affection I ever heard growing up in Nigeria was dear, my dear. Yoruba people. Where are the Yoruba people getting here? My dear. Once you say my dear, oh, you are very affectionate though. My dear is the most affectionate way of course. And the only people that call each other my dear is husband and wife. So if you are your wife, you say my dear. Where's my dear uncle? My dear uncle, it's not dear, or it's dear. My dear. Where's my dear? That's the highest affection, no, Clara. Oh, so if your father call your mother my dear, that means he really loves her. Otherwise, nothing like that, oh. Darling, no, maybe now. But in those days, darling is very, very rare. We're talking about those days growing up. It's my dear. Yeah, so I think we need to change the narrative going forward. We have to. There are so many things we need to change. We need to change it. There's no room for my dear anymore. Not my dear. You should be more affectionate, not only to your husband or your wife, your children. I call all my children babies. I call them, hello baby, are you okay baby? You know, they are used to it. So when somebody come and call them baby outside, it's not a big deal. It's not a special name, you know. So I think it's words of endearment. That's what it is. It's endearing for you to say, oh honey, sweetie, darling, my love, things like that, you know. So yeah, it wasn't very common. We didn't say that it never happened in the 70s or 80s, but it was not something common. You agree with me? Your parents that called each other darling then, you know, or my dear, will be like one out of, if we do a census of the whole community, they would probably be the only people that are doing it. So yeah, that's justice, but we need to change it going forward. We have to. We have to change it going forward. I think we need to change it. Yeah, people need to learn. These are the things that oil marriage. So I'm just going to summarize, you know, going forward. So from all your interaction with me this evening now, I can see that a lot of people, especially women and men, brothers as well, all the brothers in the house said you have to taste the cookie. If you go and buy a house, you have to see it. If you go and buy a land, you have to see it. But I don't go and commit sin, no. If you are a Christian, don't go and commit sin and be testing up and down. Don't be going up and down, testing up and down. It is not allowed. Yeah, but it's important that you know that it works, especially for brothers, sisters out there. We want to avoid the story of the sister that is the choir mistress that is married to that brother that is not interested in women. No, hey, just that's a very big problem to have. Being married to a man that is interested in it's not he doesn't even want to say a woman. No, of course you want to taste it, but like men like you, of course, men always want to taste, but with women, don't be tasting anyhow, especially if they are not putting the ring on it too. So don't go and taste. Let them put the ring on it so that they will now progress to the next level, because all these brothers, they'll be, you know, from one to the other. Cookies, they'll be tasting up and down. Someone says it's important to ask tough questions and investigate with common sense. Common sense, sisters. Yeah. To avoid stories that touches the heart. Yeah. I'm telling you, if you ask a lot of married people, if you ask 50 married people, yeah, whether they are in church and they are not in church, 48% of them slept with each other before they got married. That's the truth. Let's not deceive each other. Let's not deceive each other. They did. But you know, we Africans, we are very sanctimonious. We like to, you know, do as if we are on a higher moral ground, on a higher religious ground. After all, even the pastors, some of them, they tasted it. They did before they got married. You know? Some guys have been testing it for 10 years and they still haven't married. God will forgive you. Hey. Yes. So I think I'm just going to leave it here now. Let's round up. Somebody said they have a question. Put your question there. Who was it that said they have a question? Glorious Ways TV. Okay, what's your question? Let's see if we can answer it before we end tonight's vlog. Did you enjoy tonight's video? Some people were unhappy because we stopped them from preaching. We stopped some people from preaching. A lot of one person was preaching, aggressive preaching, quoting the Bible and calling hell and condemnation people. Please hit the like button. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Today is vlog day. It's just past day 13. Tomorrow we have day 14. Thank you. Come on, sister. Yeah, so I'm waiting for your question. Somebody said they have a question. Pop it out there. Let me see if I can. If I can't, we have some honorable people. All our... Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much for encouraging me. How's your YouTube channel going? I hope you are pushing it. Flava, you enjoy the topic, yeah? Yeah, I think from time to time we need to talk about these topics because, you know, we shy away from these conversations, but they are important. This is life, relationship. Life is all about relationship, and you know, we are big on relationship, marriage, and things like that. So why shouldn't we talk about, you know, cookies and things that oil marriage? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be going forward. I'll do more topics about this now. Like somebody was talking about kissing now. Yeah, I think I should do a topic about kissing, teaching people how to kiss. Yeah, we can do that, can't we? Wahala dey o. Wahala be like keke. Gather your shampoo, conditioner, and mousse. We are teaching. Thank you, Bolaji. Always lovely to see you, bro. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming out tonight and for joining me. Give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for your contribution. I am glad I have people who are so open-minded on my platform. Glorious West TV said, my question is, what if after you taste and it's good and it go bad after the marriage? Well, there are reasons why it will go bad. Why will it go bad? Okay, that's a very good question, to be honest. It doesn't just go bad. There are reasons why it goes bad. If it was good before marriage and now you are married and it's going bad, it's either there are some health conditions there of which you need to be speaking to your doctor. You need to tell him to talk to the doctor. You live in the diaspora, you have access to medical care. Let him talk to the doctor, because I understand that men who have underlying, you know, physical health conditions like diabetes have a lot of problem with erection. So you see, the problem I have with some guys is that when you don't address something, a lot of Africans believe that if I don't talk about it and I keep praying about it, it will go away. I'm not saying prayers don't work. Don't get me wrong, guys. Prayers work. I'm a Christian. I believe in prayers, but being a Christian doesn't mean that you should be foolish. Use your sense. Use your common sense. If you have problems like that, you'll be praying and then go and get some help. Medical help. Like somebody is saying now, if there's diabetes in your blood or you have underlying medical issues, then go and sort it out. You don't pray. Thank you, Rachel. When you have bills to pay, you don't pray, and God will pay your bills. Come from heaven. So let him go and find out. So if he's overweight, it can affect it. If the man is overworking, it can affect it as well. Yeah. If he's overworking, maybe somebody that does like, he works 16 hours a day, you know, and he has to travel to work and drive half an hour, 1 hour to go to work and come back. Where does he have time? If it was good before, there's a reason why it's not good again. Stress is one of them. Physical health condition is one of them. Weight is another one. If it's overweight, you know, lack of exercise can also cause it. If somebody is drinking, if the person is drinking a lot of alcohol as well, it can affect it. There are so many things that affect it. But you know what? The thing about it is that as long as the thing works, as long as the what do you call it, banana works, if it's just sustaining the I don't know how else to put it, the erection, there are solutions. They don't like seeing the doctors because of pride. Get him to book an appointment. Glorious TV, you have to get him to book an appointment with a male doctor who will understand. Maybe he has an STD. It's possible. Some people suffer from STDs that they had when they were younger people. I understand that there's this particular STD that stays in the blood for a long time. I think it's syphilis or something like that. Somebody mentioned it was syphilis. That, you know, it can be in your blood for years. So if you don't go and get tested and get treatment, then how do you solve it? Look, let me tell you something, Glorious TV. If the man cares about you, I don't know whether it's to you or you are just asking generally, but if a man cares about you and he values your relationship, your marriage, then he will deal with it. If he doesn't deal with it, it's opening door for temptation. You know how the Bible says that resist temptation, you know, and flee from all appearances of evil. It's opening doors for temptation, because he's basically telling you to go and cheat, to go and get a boyfriend. Because if he's not doing it, how long are you going to stay? I know somebody that divorced the husband because of that. It's not because he wasn't doing or he couldn't get it to work. Yeah. It's because the guy was not just interested in her. He wasn't touching her. 2 years. No kerewa. In a marriage. So the woman got fed up. Just divorced him. Straight away. She said, I can't. This is punishment. So as long as he must be able to deal with it. He must be ready to deal with it, because you cannot expect the woman to just deal with it. You can't expect the woman to just live with it, because some men, you get bold face. African men go just get bold face, talk say shebi I was doing it before, I can't do it again. Whatever, do your worst. But if the person cares about the other person, then definitely they're not going to go through that route, because it's not going to end well for anybody. Before you know, women know they don't send anybody again these days. So women, African women don't send nobody. I'm telling you, these days, Nigerian women, they don't get time. Yeah, you enjoyed tonight's gist, master, Clara. Yeah, so I think that answers the question. No, Glorious, you say you're an old woman, so you're just asking generally, but okay. I think that's it. If your partner has some issues, then they need to resolve it. But women you need to be patient to tell him, this is how this thing is affecting me. This is how it is affecting me. I need this thing. Because as a married person, you shouldn't deny. Even Bible said that you should deny each other for only a short period, so that you do not give room to temptation. In fact, there's a portion of the Bible, I can't remember it at the top of my voice now, on my head now, where it says that if a man wants to fast, yeah. Oh, Chukwemeka, I'm glad you had a good laugh. I always try to make it funny for you guys, so that we can just, release some stress. Life is hard as it is, so we don't need to make it more complicated. So that Bible verse was saying that if a man is to take time off to fast, yeah, and to abstain from his wife, you need permission from your wife to do it. Don't just say, I'm fasting. Did I give you permission to fast? If I didn't give you permission to fast, I will spoil the fasting. Don't do it. Don't do it. Me, I'm Bridget Bema. I'm Dainska. So, you need permission. Alpha, thank you, my darling. So you need permission. Okay, somebody even said it there that even in Islam is the same. You see Bible and Quran. There are so many things that you can relate to for reference. So you can't just say that the woman should just stay. After all, some men will say, "Shebi already have children." Is it only for having children that we do kerewa? Only for having children? You do it for enjoyment. Actually, scientifically, when you do kerewa very regularly, it renews your skin. It's good. So like Katia Valino, my friend who does skincare and beauty, will tell you, I don't know what they call some of you that are scientists will know the thing that it releases. When you do kerewa, there's something that it releases in your, what do they call that hormone that will release in your body? That hormone is good. It's very, very good for youthful look, for your skin, for your teeth, for your hair. You feel good. You do it for enjoyment. Not just because you want to have babies. You have kerewa because of enjoyment. It's sweet. It's very, very sweet. So, if it's not sweeting you, then there's a heck. I have very smart people on this platform. 30. Oxytocin. It releases oxytocin that will just make you feel, ooh. You feel high for a second. You don't feel high. The thing will just, ooh. It will be like a soft breeze is passing your body like this. When breeze will just blow you like this. That's what happens when you have an orgasm. Unfortunately, another one that Balaji said, endorphins. But unfortunately, some women have never experienced it before. Somebody was saying, let me write it down so I will remember. I think we need to talk about it. Somebody emailed me the other day that I should talk about it. Women that experienced circumcision. It's got something to do with them, having very difficulty enjoying it. Because that thing is wickedness. I don't know if they are still doing it in Nigeria, but a lot of women suffered from it. Those who were born in the 70s, 80s, and even 90s. So such people now, when they are married, it is difficult for them. So you can imagine the frustration if you never enjoyed. Why would you want to do something you've never enjoyed? You understand? I think those people that did those things were really, really wicked. That thing is evil. It's really, really bad. So I think I'm going to do another video to deal with it. I'm sure there are other ways, that they can go about it. Maybe, the partner or the boyfriend or husband needs to be a little bit more patient and be more innovative and find other ways to be more, you know, to make sure that they help them to get there. It might take longer, but some people will still get there. Depends on who you are with. You understand? Oh, Osarobo, thank you, my darling. It will take some time. A lot of women from Ishan in Edo State were circumcised. Yeah. Benin women a lot too. They do it in Benin because I remember that my auntie is married to a Benin man and the daughter was. When I saw it, I was shocked. The girl is big now. When I saw her last year when I went to Nigeria, I could not believe it. She's a woman now. In fact, she has a child. That was some serious wickedness, guys. Yeah. Somebody is saying something about toys. I don't know about that. That's another topic entirely if we want to talk about toys, because I think this toys thing is a very big thing. Even with robo women. Somebody said robo women as well. You see, it affected a lot of women. That's another topic we need to talk about, because these toys that people are talking about now, I feel like if you get hooked on toys, then it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. So I think we are going to talk about that too, because I think it's a big deal now, especially in Nigeria. The amount of toy shops everywhere in Nigeria now, you will not believe. It's the way forward. All things Africa. Hey, I don't agree with you. Why? Why should it? How can toys replace human being? You say toys is the way forward? No. Speak for yourself, Sha. For me, there's nothing that beats communication. You know, talking to somebody that you can talk to, somebody that is warm. Toys cannot hug you. We're talking about kissing earlier. Toys cannot kiss you. They cannot cuddle you. Which one be toys? I understand that there's a place for it, but toys cannot replace a human being. No. Me personally, I don't believe that. Toys can be helpful. They have their place of, you know, solving short-term, you know, problems. But when you become addicted to toys, then it can become another problem again, because when you finally find a man, if you are using toys because you don't have a man, and you now find a man, and you are already hooked on your toys, can you switch? Would you still be open to it? Would you enjoy it? Okay, for instance, if you are using a big toy, because toys have different sizes, and you are the one that likes a very big banana, and you go and buy a big toy that is massive, 6 inches. You go and buy a 6 inches, and God gives you this very lovely brother, a very lovely brother, character, everything. He has a good job. He's a professional. He likes you. Aunt, how are you? How have you been? You disappeared. Oh, you don't love me anymore. Oh, I've missed you. It's a demand versus the toy. I really missed you, Aunt. You were one of my favorites. Rachel, you keep taking me back. Who paid bills in the marriage in the UK and Africa? What about chores? That's not what we are discussing now, Rachel. Sorry. You were talking about, you know, Kerewa. You are talking about bills. That's a different topic. It's going to be all muddled up if we start talking about all those. In the UK, everybody pays bills. It's not only men and women. It's not only men that pays bills. Women support, okay? Everybody does chores as well, not only women. So that's another topic for another day. We're talking about, you know, Kerewa here. We're talking about Kerewa. This is the topic for today. All right, Rachel. Now, this toy thing, I think we need to talk about it on a deeper level. Not today. Maybe another time. Oh, I'm really, really sorry. Aunt, so sorry about that. Oh, please send me an email. Send me your number. Let me talk to you. Drop me an email. You have my email address, obodooyinboconnect@gmail.com. I'm so sorry. May I so rest in peace. Oh. Yeah. So we're going to talk about other things. People say they like this kind of discussion now. So we're going to talk about it. We'll talk about toys. Yeah. We're going to talk about toys. We're going to talk about, you know, kissing in other videos. I think we need to learn. Glorious Ways TV. And see, you are too good. I was saying something about 6 inches. If you go, somebody was saying that toys is the way forward. If you go and buy 6 inches toy, and you are using it as a single woman, yeah, because I don't know whether men use toys. I started saying that they have dolls now, but I want to believe that a lot of African men are not into all that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I want to believe that major is women that are mainly into this toy thing. Now, if God sends you this brother, handsome, good looking, hard working, job, everything, check, 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 everything. But maybe his banana is not up to 6 inches. Let's say it's like maybe 4.5 or thereabout. Would you say because of that you are not going to go ahead with the marriage? Okay, or if you decide to go ahead to marry him, are you sure that you're going to be happy seeing that you are already used to toy of 6 inches all the time? You've been using the toy on yourself, and moreover, some people say that that toy is a sin. I don't know what the Bible says about it. For those of you that who are Christians, they say it's a sin. That if you use it as a woman, that is still fornicating. You are fornicating with yourself. Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah. It's a toy Christmas. I didn't intend for it for this to be too long. When I'm about to go, you guys will bring another topic again. You add another one. Guys, please let's show Aunt Niam some love. He's one of my favorite here. Right from the beginning, he's been here. He recently lost his mom. Let's show him some love. Thank you, brand new to food. Let's show him some love. Let him know that we care about him. He's a member of our Obodo family. He doesn't take nonsense at all. But like you say, size has got nothing to do with it. It's how a man can use it. It is not you as a man who will tell us whether size has got something to do with it or not. It's the women. It is a woman that will tell you whether size has got. When men say that, it always makes me laugh. It is not you that will tell us. It's we that will tell you, okay? So, Bolaji, my brother, I disagree with you on that one. Women are the ones that will tell, not you. I have to be transparent, my dear Vivian. At my age, what is there to hide? I beg. My content is not made for children anyway. I believe that we're all over 18. So, it's not made for children. So, there's nothing that, as long as it's not against YouTube guidelines, I'll talk about it. Because we can learn. Everybody is learning. I'm learning from you. And I believe that people are learning from me as well. So, yeah. Let's drop the mic here today. Guys, you've given me ideas now. Yeah. Yeah, you've given me idea of some future videos regarding this relationship thing. Because I enjoy talking about relation. Neka, where have you been? I missed you. You just came on. See, Brother Balaji is telling us that size does not matter. Oh. Oh, I don't know why guys always say that. You women that will tell you. Okay, now, let me just say this one last thing before I leave. When it comes to size, it's not every woman that likes a 6 inches. That's the truth. Okay, they sleep. Some women like medium. Some women like slim. Some women like curved. Like I have a friend in Nigeria who likes 6 inches and curved. That curved one, hey, that one go injure somebody, go reach your womb. She's big. You know what I think? Big women, when a woman is big, brothers, if you have a small banana, don't go after big women. Big women, I've noticed, usually like guys with 6 inches. All right? So it depends. It depends on the woman. So brothers, don't always say that it's not about size, it's not about size. It depends on the woman. Some women like it big, some like it small. It depends on the woman, what she likes. You understand? So on that note, we are going to leave it today. We're going to end this today. I hope you enjoyed this video, this live. It's nice always catching up with you guys and talking about these things. These are all really important stuff that we should talk about. You know, a lot of people shy away from talking about it because they are too, is a sin or something. It's not. It's conversation. We should be able to have conversations about anything and everything. That's what it means to be adults. We shouldn't censor our conversation to only talking about, you know, oh, this is what happened today. This, We talk about things that affect everybody because last, everybody they chop banana, whether you like it or not. Who know they chop banana as a woman? Make you raise your hand, make I see you. Even if you know chop now, you go chop in the future. You will still chop in the future. Banana is waiting for you. It's waiting for you in your future. Oh, God. Some women too don't like banana. That's another thing. Some women don't like banana. I know somebody like that too in Nigeria. She doesn't like banana. She's never liked banana. I asked her one day, I say, are you gay? Do you like women or is men? She said, no, she likes men. I said, well, so how come you don't like me? She said she doesn't like it. I don't know why. So it's neither here nor there. But the point of this whole video is the fact that we're talking about how it is important for people to be compatible with Kerewa. That's the whole point. So let's not lose focus. Just saying, yeah, still a virgin. I don't know nothing, you know. I'm still a virgin, you know. Oh my God, I don't tire. We're not too bad. All these people were not bad. We're saying no, nothing be virgin. Virgin still there. If you go to Nigeria, go to 10-year-old self, not be virgin anymore these days, oh, girls. All those children, there's a big pass you. The kind of banana where they chop, a big pass. A big pass the one when they for shop, for toy shop. Oh my God. It is well. May God help us in all that we do. Friday shower says sometimes trauma. Okay. I feel like sometimes too, some of us grew up under very strict regime where you have brothers and fathers who were strict. When I was a teenager, I have brothers on my family and also brothers. I have very few sisters. The fear of standing with a boy just talking to you is the beginning of his life. My brother will catch you. The kind of whooping they will give the boy. So that's true. And some men, they are overprotective of their daughters. I believe maybe that's why she's like this. This is my friend, the lady that I'm talking about. Her father was a military man and he was extremely strict. So I feel like all that strictness kind of affected her. You know, children, things affect children. It affects them psychologically. And when they grow up, it can affect the rest of their lives as well. Yeah, it does. That's why all this nonsense about, you know, not seeing your daughter with a guy. It is better to just teach them about being safe. About not giving the cookie away too quick. Waiting for marriage or whatever it is. You teach them the right thing. But don't say, run away. Boys are bad. Boys are evil. Boys are, you know, boys are this, boys and that. Yes. You are right. When you program it into their brain at a very young age that this thing, if you do it, you know, it's very bad. It's very bad. It's not bad. There's a time for it. I think the conversation should be like, there's a time for it. As a young person, your priority should be going to school, getting your life sorted. Don't jump into it now because there are consequences if you jump into it. But don't just go and traumatize your children. If you traumatize your children and tell them, run away from men, if they start following women, now you're going to say, who did it to me? Oh, it's my enemy. It's not your enemy, it's you. You did it because you basically, you brainwash them to hate men. You brainwash them to hate banana. If they hate banana now, are you going to be happy? So let's be careful. Yeah. It's very, very important. Yeah. Education is the key. Sex education is very, very important. Boundaries, you know, for girls to know how to respect themselves and make sure that the boys that they are talking to respect them. Not to be, you know, giving it away as if it's candy. Oh, so guys, I don't know how I allow my live vlogs to get this long, but this has been extremely long. An hour, almost an hour, 30 minutes. Right, I'm going to end it here. Yeah, the over-religious ones, I hear you. My sister, Fadisha, yeah. The ones that go to all this extreme, where even talking to a brother, you do like this, talking to... And you know the funny thing, being over-religious does not guarantee marriage, being happy. I have a cousin, or I had a cousin, let me put it this way now, who was a member of all these gym churches. I don't want to name it. These ones always wrap their head, no earrings, no makeup, nothing. They don't wear trousers. You know, it's always long, all those turtleneck and long dresses that flow on, or it has to be really, really long. That's the church she attends, yeah? So, she met this brother in church and they got married. Their story is quite sad. It's inside that gym church that they met. Yes, Patsy, you got it right. I don't want to mention it. The guy, when he finished getting married, he was beating her. He was beating her every day. Bosa, 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 bosa. That's all. Panel beating her up and down. We told her to leave. Because my family, if once that one comes up, everybody will say, yeah, pack your load. My aunties, because those ones, they don't tolerate any of those nonsense. They will go there by themselves and tell you, yeah, be following us now. You know, but she refused. When she will come, the pastors, all the church members will intervene and say, he will change. They should be praying more. They should be praying more. She kept going back, you know. Eventually, when the thing was too much, after 2 children, she left. Only God knows what happened to the man. I don't know the kind of sickness that he caught though. The man died. Next thing, she died. As I'm talking to you now, both my cousin and the man, they are both dead. They left 2 children. So, because you see somebody who never speaks but always speaking in tongues, if he wants to greet you, it's like, sister, that does not mean that the person is a good person. A lot of people had bad behavior under religion. They shock in their bad behavior. I'm not saying every Christian is bad or people that go to those churches that they are bad, but you have to open your eyes because there's so something goes on in people that they try to, they hide it so that people will not see who they are truly. How can you go to a Jin church like that where it's meant to be a spiritual a church that is it's not worldly? They don't watch television. They don't have anything to do with social media or anything like that. It's all about prayer. It's all about Bible study. And you are beating a woman. So what does that say? Human beings will still be human beings irrespective of the church or the organization that they belong to. So may God help us. Relationships are complex. They are complex. Only God that can help us. Yeah, so you guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. All the single ladies and single men in the house, I'm wishing you the very, very best in making choices going forward. But please remember that those things that we talked about, money, kerewa, communication, affections, those are the things that you're looking out for, as well as character, ability to pay bills, hardworking person, someone who will treat you like a queen or king. Those are all the things that you need to evaluate before jumping. It's always good when you haven't made the wrong decision. You guys don't know how lucky you are because a lot of people were already taking the wrong decisions and stuck, They will make excuses with children. They'll make excuses with, I can't cope. What will people say? So it is not all bad though. Sometimes social media, you always see them trying to shame single people. But if you are single, sometimes you need to celebrate because it means that God has given you the chance to make the right decision. Yeah. So we're just going to leave it here today. Give this video a thumbs up if you have not yet subscribed. If you are here, you've not yet subscribed, and you are on this platform and I've been yapping for an hour, 30 minutes. That's not good. That's a sin. Repent today. Subscribe. Yeah. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. My gist must continue. Thank you so much. Just saying thank you. I appreciate you. Angela, I have 2 Angelas here. And we have Common Sense Sister Samoyes Corner. Thank you, E. Thoughts by Irene. Thank you, Divine Patsy. Thank you, everyone that I cannot mention your name. And please drop me an email. Send me your number. I'd like to talk to you. I'm really, really sorry about your loss. Yeah, may the Lord console you and your family. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Speak to you soon. Bye.